Okay, so let's get started. So I just want to welcome to those who have just joined us and just logged in today. So today's session, we're going to be covering the batch reporting option in your Sage 50 accounts software. So that's going to be how to create new batch reports, run them in the software. So we're going to start today with introducing the batch reporting option, which leads into the demonstration on how to create new batch, edit or delete an existing one, and then how to run the batch reports as well. I will then summarise the session by discussing upcoming webinars over the next coming weeks. If you want to join in the steps as I'm doing them on today's demonstration today, I'm going to be doing it in demonstration data in the software, which you all have access to. I will show you how to access that shortly if you are wanting to join in the steps as we go along. Now, just to let you know as well, demonstration data, it's not going to impact your live company. We're just going to be creating new batch reports, and anything you create in that demonstration data is not going to impact your live company. Just a reminder, please do keep your questions coming throughout the session, so either me, Michael or Tina can pick these up for you. And also just a reminder as well, I know we got a question there if there's going to be any notes for this session. There is going to be no notes in terms of slides or a downloaded document. You can access all the information we're discussing today on our Help Centre. Okay, so let's start with the introduction. So a batch report is a collection of individual reports that can be printed, viewed, emailed or exported together. You will find this by going to Tools along the top in your software and into Batch Reporting option, usually towards the bottom. Now please note, this option is only available if you are on the standard or professional variant of the software. If you're not sure which variant you are on, you can go to Help along the top in your software and then down to About at the bottom, and you will see it in the middle section under variant. So batch reporting is regularly used to regularly produce the same reports. So it saves you time by being able to run a group of reports in one go, rather than having to navigate to various modules throughout the software. The batch report that you create will appear across all of your companies if you have a multi-company license. And that's if you are not using data paths for reports. If you're not sure, you can find this in Settings, Company Preferences, and in Reporting tab. One last thing as well, it will be applied to all users as well. So what we'll do is we'll head straight into the demonstration. So I'm just going to pop it along to my software. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is how we get into demonstration data, just in case you want to follow along. So we're going to go to, so I'm in AP Demo and Solutions at the moment. I'm going to go to File along the top left. I'm going to go into Open. And I'm going to go into Open Demo Data. Mine's asking for a login. Yours shouldn't usually. If it does, it's just manager, no password. And as you can see now, I'm now in stationery and computer mart, and that means you're in demonstration data. So again, as I mentioned before, anything we do in stationery and computer mart UK is not going to impact your live data. Okay, so let's find where the batch reports are held. So again, as I mentioned earlier, Tools along the top, and then down to Batch Reporting, which is towards the bottom. So you can see it opens up automatically in Favorites. I don't have any favorites at the moment. So we're just going to click into Batch Reports down the left-hand side. Now, as you can see, you already have 3 default batch reports in the software. Now, you can't delete these. These will always exist, but you can use these as a base, or you might actually use these as a batch report in anyways. So what we'll do is I'll just show you how to run an existing batch report. So let's have a look at the sales order list and status. So I'm just going to click preview. Now on a batch report, what it does is it combines all the criteria together in one window. So I'm just going to leave mine as it is. You might want to amend what the categories are in here. And I'm just going to click OK. So what it does, as you can see, so you've got along the top, you've got two tabs. And that's because this batch report group includes these two reports. And as you can see, they show as two different tabs. So I've got my sales order list in one. If I flick to the next tab, I've got the other report as well. Now you can export these, so you've got the export option here. If you click on the little drop down arrow, you've got the option to export the current report. So that's the tab that you're in. Or you've got the option to export all of the reports. So that would be all of the tabs as one single document. So all the pages would be shown in one, might be a PDF. You've got that option there. If I just close this down, you've also got the option to export here as well. And that would just export all of the reports in one PDF as well, if you just wanted to go straight to that without previewing it. So I'll just show you again how I got to that, because I can see a question's just come through. So we go to tools along the top, batch reporting. Again, it opens in favorites. So I'm just going to click batch reports, and that's the one that I've just ran there. So that's the default one that comes with the software. And as you can see, if I click on any of these, and you can see along the top, I can't edit, and we can edit the first one, but not the two bottom ones. So you can't edit or delete these ones. To create a new batch, you're going to click new in the top left. And you bring up this window here. Now, for example, I might want to create a batch for all my year-end reports. So I'm just going to type in year-end reports. And I'm going to run so included in this report, I'm going to put in what I'm going to run in this report. So I'm going to run a trial balance, balance sheet, profit and loss. I'm also going to include my aged, debtors, and creditors. Now, to add these relevant reports in, you're going to go into reports. You're going to click the little plus sign to the left. And as you can see in here, you've got all of these options here. So you've got customers, batch reports, you've got departments and things like that. So the first one I'm going to look for is nominal. So I'm going to open up nominal, and I'm going to add in my trial balance. So I'm going to click in trial balance. So you can either double click, or you can highlight it and press add. I'm then also going to add in my balance sheet. So I'll just minimize that one. I'm going to go into balance sheet reports, and I'm going to click add in there, and it moves. It's fine. And then we're also going to add in my profit and loss. In there as well. I also need to add in my customers, my suppliers, age creditors, and the debtors reports. So I'm going to pop into suppliers, age creditors, and I'm just going to use the aged creditors analysis summary report. I'm then going to go up to my customers. And again, I'm just going to use my age debtors analysis summary report. Now, the order that I've added them in is the order that they're going to show when I preview them and I had those tabs along the top. That is the order that they're going to show when they're in this list. So it might be, as you can see, I've added in my creditors before I've added in my debtors, according to the description. So it might be that I want to move this one up, so I'll just highlight it and I just move it up and it moves it up in the list. Once you're happy with what you've added in, you just click Save in the bottom right. So then I want to call this Year End Reports and I click Save. So as you can see now, I've now got it in the list and it's automatically highlighted it as part of my favorites. So then if I close this down and I go back into Tools, Batch Reporting, it now shows in my favorites list as well. Once it's in your favorites, you will also be able to access it from the favorites drop down. So if you click favorites along the top, it now shows in here as well. So there's a quicker way to get to it. If you just want to quickly access it, you can just click the favorites along the top and it shows in there as well. So if I now run this, so if I click preview, you can see it's now got a combined criteria. If you need to amend any of these, then you can. I'm just going to leave mine as they are. As you can see now, so I've got my trial balance, got my balance sheet, got my profit and loss, my age debtors, and my age creditors as well. Again, you've also got that option as well. If you want to export just the current report, or you want to export all of them as a single document together. And again, if you wanted to, you can email those, you can print it. So you've got those options as well. If you want to send that straight to a colleague or someone like that. So I can see a question's just come in there from Sue. So how do you, when you save this, how do you find this back in Sage? So it will automatically appear in the list once you've saved it. So when I saved that, that automatically appeared in the list for me. But we'll do another example. I'll show you how you can edit an existing one. And I'll show you again how that happens. So let's just say we want to edit this one. So we're going to highlight it and we're going to click edit along the top. Let's just say that I want to create another batch. I've already got one existing that's got a few reports that I actually already want to include. So rather than going looking for them, what I can do is I can open up an existing one. And then what I can do is I can use this as a base. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this in. So I'm going to put year-end reports plus or including nominal activity. So I'm going to use the base of this one. I'm now going to go and find my nominal activity reports. I'm going to go to reports. I'm going to find nominal. There it is there. Nominal activity report. And I'm just going to add this in here. What I can do now is if I click Save As, I'm now saving another copy of that original, so the year-end reports. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change that name to year-end, including nominal activity. I'm going to click Save. So it is going to automatically save it in this batch reports folder. That's where it needs to be saved. So I'm just going to leave that as default. I'm going to click save. We'll give it a moment and it refreshes. If I want to delete a report, a batch report, all I would do is highlight the relevant one and then click delete along the top. So I've got another question there coming through from Dina. Can you just show me again how you went in to create the report? So to create a new one, you click new. That's going to bring up a blank screen and you fill it all out. Then you can come in here, put in your name and your description, and then you choose from your reports what you want to do. Some of them are categorized into modules. If you want to edit an existing, maybe create a copy of it, all you would do is you would select the relevant one you want to start with, click edit, add in the extra reports, but make sure you click and save as if you want to make a copy of it. So save as will make another copy of the original batch report that you're using. Okay, so that is the batch reporting feature. So if you were to run the reports for the year end, or it could be for month's end, whatever you need to do for those batch reports, you could be running 5 reports, which means going to navigate to 3 different modules just to run those reports. So this option allows you to run them all in one place and export and save as one document or multiple, allows you to print them, email them as well. So the questions come in there from Sue. If you create a report, will all Sage users see this report? That is correct. So if I just pop into another user, double check what user I've got on here to make sure I'm going to log in with the right person. Right, I've just set up myself. So if I just click log off and log in as me, I haven't given myself full permission there, so 1 second. Quickly log in and give myself full access. Okay, so if I now log in as my other user, I go into tools and I've got the batch reporting option there. So they're now going to see that the same. So if I pop into batch reporting, you can see, I also see year end and year end reports including nominal activity. So everybody does see those reports. And again, it will show across multiple companies. So if I go into tools, if I go to file now, log into another company, let's quickly log into this one. Now I go into tools, batch reporting. Again, I've logged into a completely different company. And I've also got those batch reports as well. So it could be handy if you're running the same reports for different companies. You only have to create that batch report group once. Questions coming there from Haroon. When did version 29 come out? I did not receive a notice. So version 29 came out, I think it was around January time this year. But if you don't have it and you might not be getting the prompt, you can visit our help center as well. What I'll do then is I'll quickly show you how to access the support for batch reporting. And I'll show you how you can find that install as well. So if we're in batch reporting on version 29, it doesn't come up in here. So what we can do is in the help option in the top right, and what you can do is you can type in here batch reporting. You can do this on the normal help center as well, just on your browser. And we've got batch reporting article here, and it's even got a video as well. This will just tell you how to create new batches, run a batch as well. Also, if I pop back, what I'll do is I'll show you on the Help Center on the browser. So I'm just going to pop to the Help Center. So on our Help Center, if you just go to sage.co.uk/help, if you're looking for version 29, we've got an install hub on here. Okay, so I can see the questions are still coming through, so I'll let Michael and Tina pick those up. What I'll do is I'll just go back through the upcoming webinars, and I can show you what is happening for the rest of this week and going into next week. So if we pop down, if you are looking for any recordings on any other sessions that have happened, you can view the previous recordings on our registration page. There is an option for it there. Okay, so for the rest of this week, so tomorrow we have emailing invoices using Microsoft Outlook. And also as well, on Friday, the last session of the International Accounting Day, we have a Sage 50 Accounts quiz with me and Michael on Friday morning. So you can get registered for that as well. It's just a little bit of fun, nothing serious, just to really test your knowledge on Sage. We do also have some other sessions coming up. We've got reconciling bank accounts, age debtors, special product codes, running year end, emailing invoices part 2. Again, we have got a part 1 on our recordings page. If you wanted to watch that beforehand, you can do that. One more thing I just want to show you as well. If we scroll to the very bottom of this registration page, you've also got the option to suggest a new topic. Now, this is just a form you fill out. If you've looked at our recordings page and you've looked at the upcoming sessions we have, and there's a topic that you've not yet seen yet, which you'd really like to see us do, then you can suggest that to us as well. So you can just fill out a form, takes a minute or so, and we'll have a look at that as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop it back to my slides there. Okay, so that does bring us to the end of today's session. Please feel free to stay around for the next couple of minutes or so. We will be here to around past if you are waiting for an answer to a question or have any further questions to ask. Just a reminder that we may not have been able to answer all of your questions today. It has been quite a busy session, but do bear with us if we have any outstanding questions. Now, if you've got what you need today and you want to leave the session, you will receive an email in around an hour or so with links to both our webinar schedule and today's recorded session for you to refer back to if needs be. Upon exiting the session, you will see an exit survey at the end. If you could please let us know any feedback regarding the session, leave a little comment, that would be greatly appreciated. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop myself on mute so I can assist and just see if there's any questions outstanding that needs support with. I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so majority of the questions seem to have been answered. So what I'll do now is I'll just wrap this session up. I want to say thank you to Michael and Tina who has been on hand today to answer your questions. And thank you to you all for your participation today. Just a reminder, we have got plenty of sessions over the next couple of weeks, so don't be shy and get registered. So I want to say another thank you and take care.